world longboard champion, the big man, Phil Rajzman, from Rio de Janeiro. He's going to be surfing in the red vest against Goofyfoot Australian from Coffs Harbour, Neal, and another Goofyfoot, Jack Entwistle, also from Australia, from Manly, currently based in Byron Bay. Jack is a beautifully smooth surfer. He hasn't had the big results I'm expecting at this level, but I kind of know that there's something big in the future there. He could be a world champion of the future. He's really great to watch. Jack
is my Natty is my best friend on the tour, and surf against him is very difficult, but we need to do this, and I'm very happy to do my job.
He's just had daughter Lakey, about 2 months old as well, maybe less, and then hearing then that Jefferson has just had a child. So yeah. Wow, that's kind of tough, isn't it, to come out here and be after just having a kid. So, but during that time we saw the powerhouse, two-time world longboard champion from Brazil. Look at how he holds on to this nose ride, Tippy. There's no stopping Phil Rajzman, is there?
Yeah, I think I kind of like get the information about Phil Rajzman. Back in the days, he's a super progressive surfer, and you know, with the criteria changing, so he also adapts. So he's doing the right thing for sure.
Entwistle, if we see if there's any takers, we do. We have our Neal, Coffs Harbour legend there. Toes on the nose. There's a 5. Really nice high line. This is a really good left-hander. He's got his leash wrapped around his front foot though, so he had to lift it up to release that nice top turn there. Is he going to get another chance for a nose ride here? He's in the middle of the board there, so can't quite find the 5, but he's got one more section here. Hits that hard off the lip, hangs onto that, but comes unstuck. Wow, that was a big drop.
That's like a wave-breaking boards section right there.
But those lefts looking really good. I think it's a great strategy to start to kind of look at the lefts.
Technical thing that I think Phil can execute a little bit better.
So let's look at this replay from Neal. Gets that nice 5 there, pedals back to the tail there, but you can see he got the leash wrapped around his front toes. He releases that leash, he comes high on this section, and then he gets high on the line looking for that 5, but he can't find that 5 because he's got too much speed to go all the way to the nose, and then goes for this big float, grabs the rail, but gets bounced down. 8 leashes, I mean, you know, you just get tangled up. It's all about the footwork, and that leash can just get tangled up around your toes, so it can be very challenging. And you've got a lot of purists out there who think if you can't hold on to the board, then you shouldn't be out there in the first place. It definitely makes you a good swimmer to not surf with leashes. We see Phil Rajzman getting a 5.67, Neal getting the 3.83. Entwistle, he's got priority. He's roaming the line up there. He's going to look to get some scores on the board. As we see this first wave from Phil came in a bit lower. There's the hang 10. Nice nose work from Phil Rajzman. He looks like he's got a knee leash on there. Big vertical smack on his Hobie board there. Very powerful surfing from the Brazilian. So that was his second wave. That's going to come in at a decent score because he had that 5. He had that.
Yeah, Phil is Jack Entwistle. I think Jack is still pretty young, no? He's like in the mid-20s or something?
Yeah, he's 23, so he's from Manly Beach, but now living in Byron Bay, surfing the Tolhurst Harley Ingleby Thunderbolt technology there, so he's looking really good on that wave. He got a 13th in Papua New Guinea, losing in round 3 to fellow Australian Nick, and was scored to drop for Jack Entwistle. Comes in the 5 range. As we see the replay there, he's going to set up a nice line here. There's 4 steps to the nose, bang, on the 5, pedals back to the middle of the board, readjusts his line, takes 2 steps, 1 more step to the nose, there's the 5, pedals back to the tail, foot over the deck pad there, big bottom turn, big vertical re-entry there, powerful tail surfing from the Australian, sweeps back round into the foam ball, and then bounces out of that. Good wave for Jack. So he's got a 5.27, so that's a really good score, but it's Phil Rajzman in the lead with a 6.83 and the 5.67, putting the pressure on Jack and Jared, leading respectively a 7.23 and an 8.67 with 17 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I think the ashes is still spreading around the island, but hopefully everybody is okay. And looks like we have Phil Rajzman here on the action on the replay here. He's really super strong with it, that drop knee cutties there. Huh?
Yeah, that's one of his kind of trademark things of the modern era, is the crossing, but it hadn't been seen for a while, so very impressive, innovative surfing from Phil. As we see Jack Entwistle there, setting up a nice roundhouse cut back here, takes a high line, drops down in. Is he going to get the bottom turn re-entry combination? He sweeps back into the foam. He'll probably be thinking, is there a chance for the nose ride? He gets the 5, pedals back to the tail, into the fatter section of the wave, bounces off the foam there. Is he going to get one more chance for either one more nose ride or one more turn? He's right on the inside here. At the bottom again, another roundhouse cut back, little rebound off the foam, looking for the nose ride, 2 steps, 4 steps to the nose, pedals back to the tail, leash not getting tangled up in his feet. All of the surfers opting to wear the knee leash just below the knee, above the calf, to keep it from getting tangled up in their toes as they do this cross-stepping footwork. Jack Entwistle on the Thunderbolt technology there, looking good. He's 23, he lives in Byron Bay. He's
Hopefully he's not coming this way, but hopefully sending some swell for tomorrow.
So there's Sapphire Beach surfer, Australian Jared Neal, toes on the nose, gets that nice 5 low here in the turn, big sweeping roundhouse cutback. Will he get another high line for a nose ride? Sets it up, stalling, waiting for that steep section. Doesn't steepen up to allow the nose ride, so he has to wrap around again for the roundhouse. Will he get a nose ride section on the inside? I think he will. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, toes on the nose. There's the 5, pedals back to the tail. Bang, big vertical turn. Can he hang on to this one? Good surfing from Jared. He needs a 8.87. I don't think that's the 8 that he's looking for, but it'll certainly go into his top 2 scores because he's only got a 3.83. So 9 minutes remaining, plenty of time as we see the other Australian goofy footer, Jack Entwistle. He's moving through the inside there. This looks like this has been a really good ride. Big spray coming off the back of that turn. And again, little foam climb on the inside. So the left-handers have definitely been the scorers this afternoon.
Yeah, I think with the tide changing, so a lot of the guys are going to the left. Here we go, a replay from Jared Neal.
It's a nice turn there. So real long ride from our Coffs Harbour surfer, 34-year-old goofy footer Jared Neal, leaving Phil Rajzman out back with priority. He wants to replace that 5.87. Entwistle, he needs a 7.43 to take first position. Jared needs a 8.87. 8 minutes remaining. Sapphire Beach is going to get a big sweeping turn there. Nice foam climb there. Ooh, little roly-poly there. That looked like an awkward one, Tippy.
Yeah, I think with a longboard you have to have every maneuver have to be a convinced one. You cannot do like a half-half. If you want to do a top turn, you cannot kind of miss it in the middle because
Regular footer, it does. We're following the reigning world champion Phil Rajzman from Rio de Janeiro. There's the trademark sweeping turn, and gosh, that was unfortunate. And ironically, one of the staff sneezed at the same time as Phil, and you could sense the frustration in Phil's face. And also, Entwistle falls. So both surfers falling on that peak. So 4 minutes remaining, but Phil's still in the lead. Jack still needing that score of a 7.43, and Jared needing a very similar score, a 7.53. Jared gets a 4.47 on his last ride, so it goes into his top 2 scores, but still needing that score in the kind of mid to high 7 range to move into first position as more sets well up there.
Some distance you always need some delay on it, and then that's really helps the surfers to listen to the score. And here we go, this is Phil Rajzman, super long hang 5 there, hanging on it, and let's see if he can get another section in front of him. A nice drop knee cutty there.
Really great surfing from the Brazilian there. Really long hang 5, as you said, Tippy, and then some good tail work through the middle section of the wave, milking this through all the way to the inside there. Nice footwork. There's the 5, there's the 10. He's going to pedal back. He's going to hang on. He falls, unfortunately, but already a good score in the bag. Definitely will replace the 5.87. I would say that that's going to be the highest score of the heat so far. I wouldn't be surprised if that goes into the high 7s, perhaps even the 8s. Let's see what the judges deliver for that. But we're moving down into the last minute 40 seconds, and that will inevitably put more pressure on the 2 J's, Jack and Jared, both from Australia, both goofy footers, now needing 7 4s and 7 5s, but perhaps if Phil gets something in the 8 range here, then they will need something either in the combination or the 9 range. So it's a really good long 5, a little bit bouncy and foamy through this section here, but great surfing from the Brazilian as he sets up through this inside section, gets the 5 again. I'm definitely thinking, Tippy, this could go into the 8 range. What do you think?
I think this is going to be his top 2 score for sure, because if he could have just connect that last section there, it could go into the excellent range, yeah, but let's just wait for his last wave.
So perhaps it'll be borderline. Perhaps, if he could have just rode out cleanly from that last maneuver, Phil Rajzman will be advancing into round 2. So as we see our last wave here, we'll just follow this ride here, looking for a 9. Our goofy footer based in Byron Bay there, Jack Entwistle, sets up for this roundhouse cutback here, rebounds off the foam, sets up one more time here. He's got a nice line. Is he going to find the 5 here? He kicks out. That won't be the 9 he needs. So congratulations, Phil. Jack and Jared, you'll be back soon in heat number 2.